You might be surprised or even shocked to hear what I'm about to say. But if you're seeing this video right now, it's no accident. You're an angel of death in disguise, and your energy is felt by many. That may sound alarming or even sinister to those who don't understand. But as a chosen one, you sense there's a deeper meaning to this calling. Before we delve in, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment with 77 below to send a powerful signal to the universe. And if you really are a true chosen one, you'll stay till the very end. If not, you'll likely leave before these insights take root in your spirit. Chapter 1. Understanding Angel of Death as a Metaphor. Calling yourself an angel of death might conjure grim images of the Grim Reaper. People you meet daily could think you're dabbling in something dark. But in the Watcher's realm, the phrase angel of death in disguise isn't about literal violence or negativity. Instead, it captures the idea that your very presence catalyzes endings. Endings of old mindsets, destructive patterns, toxic relationships. You're not out to harm anyone. You're here to help them face what must die within them for new growth to emerge. Think of how certain souls cause shifts simply by existing. When you walk into a room, hidden truths surface, or unspoken conflicts come to light. That can feel uncomfortable for others who might accuse you of creating drama. But watchers see it as your gift. Your aura triggers the collapse of illusions. People might not realize this dynamic. They'll just sense the tension or the unstoppable urge to confront what they've avoided. Yet that confrontation is often the prelude to transformation. Another angle is how you might sense others' shadows. A colleague who's masking deep insecurity, or a friend stuck in denial. Your presence quietly compels them to face these buried layers. People might resent you, calling you intense or overbearing. They don't realize Watchers embedded in you an energy that demands honesty. Over time, you learn not to take such reactions personally. It's the Watcher's design for a chosen one, with the calling to usher death to the illusions that stand in the way of growth. This angel of death role also involves your own cycle of rebirth. You might repeatedly experience the old you dying so the new you can arise. Each time you shed outdated beliefs or attachments, you embody the transformation Watchers want to spread. It's a living testament to what it means to let something pass away so new life emerges. People might see your drastic changes as identity crises, but Watchers see them as consistent upgrades. Serpents shedding their skin to reveal fresh brilliance. So while the words angel of death might sound dark, Watchers want you to understand it as your power to end what no longer serves. That process can be jarring for those unwilling to let go. Yet it paves the way for radical healing. By identifying with this metaphor, you come to terms with your unique influence, that you're not here to harm, but to facilitate endings that birth new chapters. Through it all, Watchers stand behind you, affirming that every old pattern you help dissolve sets the stage for a more authentic, spiritually rich existence. Chapter 2. Why your presence disrupts and awakens others. If people around you have described you as disruptive or too intense, it's likely because your energy shakes them at their core. As an angel of death in disguise, your soul radiates a frequency that forces hidden truths to the surface. People might not pinpoint why they feel uneasy or triggered around you. They only sense that, in your company, they can't keep pretending. Watchers see your role here as vital. When illusions persist, growth stalls. So your presence catalyzes needed upheaval. Consider how certain conversations transform when you're involved. If a group skirts serious issues, you might inadvertently steer it toward deeper topics without even trying. People could blame you for spoiling the mood, but Watchers see it as you directing them to unearth what's real, rather than letting them remain comfortable in denial. Your energy prompts them to wrestle with underlying tension, fostering an environment where no one can hide forever. Similarly, you might notice that in one-on-one connections, others either cling to you or flee. Some sense your aura as a cleansing force, wanting to stay near it for healing or clarity, while others, who fear transformation, keep their distance. This dual reaction underscores Watcher's design. You function like a spiritual magnet for those ready to evolve and a repellent for those clinging to destructive patterns. People might see it as dramatic push-pull, but watchers orchestrate these reactions so the path is clear. Only those ready for truth stay. Part of the disruption is also your refusal to indulge shallow facades. You find small talk draining or superficial agendas hollow. While many maneuver social dynamics to avoid conflict, watchers embedded a longing in you for authenticity. Thus, you might call out inconsistencies or ask poignant questions that unravel facades. People who rely on illusions for identity might label you a troublemaker. However, watchers delight in your sincerity because it cracks open illusions, exposing potential for real connection. Additionally, your vibe can quicken karmic consequences. If someone harbors hidden guilt or unprocessed shame, your presence can intensify it, nudging them to confront or atone. You don't even have to speak. Watchers use your energy as a mirror. People might resent you, as if you caused their emotional turmoil. Yet watchers aim to accelerate their release from burdens. Over time, you learn to exhibit compassion rather than frustration when your presence stirs others' discomfort, viewing it instead as watchers' method of jump-starting their awakening. Hence, your role as a disruptor weaves seamlessly into watchers' cosmic tapestry. People might remain confused or accuse you of drama, but watchers know your essence is precisely what many souls need to jolt them from slumber. By embracing your effect, you gracefully handle misunderstandings, secure in the knowledge that watchers orchestrate your presence for a higher reason. Each disruption you cause is an invitation to deeper living, whether others accept it or not. Chapter 3. The Purpose Behind Death Energies. You carry, though calling someone an angel of death might sound ominous. Watchers use this phrase to describe your ability to usher out the old so new life can bloom. People might recoil at the word death, forgetting that endings are essential for rebirth. As a chosen one, your energy carries the necessary force to dissolve stagnation, illusions, or toxic cycles that block spiritual or emotional progress. One deeper purpose is liberating souls stuck in destructive loops. If someone has latched onto harmful habits or relationships, your presence can highlight how untenable it's become. People may experience discomfort with confrontation they blame on you, but watchers see your role as midwife to transformation. By shining a stark light on what must go, you give individuals the push they'd never receive if left in comfort zones. Those who heed this push can resurrect their lives from old entanglements. Additionally, you help purge negativity from group dynamics. Offices, families, or friend circles accumulate hidden resentments or toxic undercurrents. People might notice how, once you join, dormant conflicts emerge. They might blame you for tension, but watchers orchestrate your arrival to trigger cleansing. By surfacing these issues, the group can address them instead of letting them fester. Over time, watchers often place you in environments crying out for renewal, trusting your angel of death energy to break down stale structures so healthier dynamics emerge. Another dimension is severing your own outdated aspects. Each time you level up spiritually, watchers prompt you to shed limiting beliefs or old emotional baggage. People might see your personal changes as identity crises, but watchers know it's you embodying the death of the old self, letting your new self arise with clarity and higher resonance. Through your self-transformation, you model for others the courage it takes to let dying aspects fade, proving it's not just possible, it's liberating. Crucially, watchers emphasize that your angel of death energies are steeped in compassion, not cruelty. You're not reveling in others' turmoil. Instead, you enact watchers' loving plan to free souls from their self-imposed prisons. This compassion is what prevents your power from being destructive. People might perceive a harsh edge, but once they see the outcome, renewal and healing, they often realize your energy is more of a healing crucible than a weapon. Hence, the purpose behind these death energies you carry is redemptive. It's watchers' instrument for personal and collective rebirth. People might never fully appreciate how your presence liberated them, though some will eventually reflect and see the blessing in the chaos. By accepting this cosmic assignment, you stand as a catalytic agent for unstoppable transformation, gently or dramatically ushering out what's stale so that watchers can guide each soul into a fresh beginning. Chapter 4. Embracing your disguise role rather than rejecting it. It's common for chosen souls to resist the angel of death label or the destructive aura that follows them. People you meet daily might urge you to conform, or you might crave normalcy to end social friction. But watchers want you to embrace, not shun, your disguise role. Rejecting it often leads to inner conflict or diluted purpose, hindering the growth watchers orchestrate. First, realize your role is not about gloom or negativity. People might confuse it with malevolence. But watchers highlight that death here signifies transformation, not destruction for destruction's sake. By trying to hide your unusual effect on people, you risk betraying your calling. When you deny your energy, you suppress watchers' capacity to guide others through you. Instead, own it boldly. If watchers made you a catalyst, refusing that function is a disservice to the cosmic plan. A second aspect is self-love. Many who carry death energies internalize guilt, thinking, I cause discomfort wherever I go. That's not watchers' intent. Discomfort arises because illusions clash with truth. Your presence simply accelerates that clash, so practicing self-compassion is key. If you feel responsible for others' turmoil, watchers remind you that each soul decides how to respond. You're not imposing havoc, you're shining a light. People might hold you accountable for their emotional chaos, but watchers confirm they alone control their reaction. Another challenge is loneliness. If you resist your calling, you may tone yourself down just to fit in. But watchers see you losing a valuable gift in doing so. People might praise your new, normal behavior, unaware you're stifling your destiny. Over time, you'd sense a void, knowing you withheld a vital part of your essence. Embracing your disguise role aligns your internal compass, bringing a peace that surpasses social acceptance. That peace is watchers' sign you're on track. Additionally, stepping into your cosmic identity fosters clarity about your next steps. People might wonder how you always seem to know who or what needs confronting, but watchers provide the cues. When you stop running from your role, by accepting your calling, you become hyper-receptive to watchers' hints, like an updated manual for daily living. Instead of wandering, you march forward with purpose, fearless of the upheavals you might spark because you trust watchers' design. Hence, embracing your disguise as an angel of death in disguise is about harmony with watchers' blueprint. People might remain baffled or uneasy around you, but that no longer deters you. You move through life with unwavering acceptance of your influence. Each time illusions crumble in your wake, watchers smile, knowing you're fulfilling your function, and you in turn experience the relief of living authentically. No longer bending to quell your unique aura, but reveling in the cosmic synergy watchers established from the start. Chapter 5. Learning to wield your energy responsibly. Even as you embrace your role, watchers caution you to handle your energy with care. People you meet daily might see your disruptive power as something to fear or admire from afar, but watchers see it as a sacred instrument requiring wisdom, not recklessness. After all, death energy can shock or wound if applied indiscriminately. Your responsibility is to channel it for transformation, never for personal vengeance or chaos. One key is intentionality. Before diving into tough conversations or environments where you sense illusions abound, ground yourself in watchers' guidance. People might label that overly spiritual. Watchers consider it essential. A quick prayer or mental alignment ensures you operate from love, not frustration. Approaching with clarity helps you deliver truth bombs that awaken, not crush. If you let anger or impatience drive you, your words might harm rather than heal. Similarly, watch your timing. Not every illusion needs to be shattered at your convenience. People have their own journeys. Yes, watchers empower your presence to reveal hidden truths, but you must remain sensitive to the readiness of those involved. If you force revelations prematurely, you risk pushing them deeper into denial. People might interpret your push as cruelty. Instead, watchers show you subtle cues when the heart is open enough for a helpful nudge. Failing to heed watchers' timing can yield unnecessary fallout. Listening also matters. Because your aura stirs discomfort, you must ensure you're hearing others, not just confronting them. People might tense up if they sense you're on a mission to fix them, but watchers highlight empathy as your anchor. By hearing their fears or frustrations, you guide them gently to self-discovery instead of imposing your viewpoint. Compassion encourages them to release old baggage, trusting your sincerity rather than feeling attacked. Lastly, remember self-care after intense interactions. People might assume you're invincible, but carrying death energies can be draining. Each confrontation might sap emotional energy, especially if you empathize deeply. Watchers recommend post-engagement rituals like a short solitude break, journaling, or prayer to flush residual tension. This helps you avoid spiritual burnout and ensures the next time watchers deploy your gifts, you're not operating from exhaustion or bitterness. Thus, wielding your energy responsibly requires a delicate balance of love, timing, empathy, and self-rest. People may not appreciate the strain you bear or the effort you invest in delivering truth with kindness, but watchers do, and they supply renewed strength for each new scenario. By acting responsibly, you fulfill your role as an angel of death. It fosters rebirth rather than chaos. This disciplined approach cements watchers' trust in you and deepens your impact on the souls who cross your path. Chapter 6. Seeing the hidden blessings in your seemingly dark calling. It's easy to fixate on the death aspect of your calling and overlook the blessings watchers weave into it. People around you might question why you'd celebrate a role that evokes endings, but watchers want you to realize this mission, though it sounds dark, houses luminous forward momentum. Each time you help illusions crumble, you unleash freedom. Each time you stand firm in your outlier status, watchers fill your life with unexpected joys, forging a tapestry of hidden blessings. One blessing is authenticity. Where many souls contort themselves to fit social norms, watchers free you from that bondage. You stand boldly in your truth, less anxious about peer approval. People might see your self-assured demeanor as arrogance, but watchers call it liberation. Freed from the need to please, you connect more deeply with those who truly resonate. Superficial friendships might vanish, but watchers replace them with relationships anchored in mutual respect and honesty. Another blessing is constant evolution. Because you embody death energies, you refuse stagnation. People might complain they're stuck in a rut or bored with life. You rarely face such monotony, for watchers lead you from one growth spurt to another. Yes, it can be exhausting, but it's also exhilarating, ensuring life never becomes dull. Each new layer of revelation or transformation reaffirms watchers' presence. People searching for novelty in fleeting ways might envy the dynamic path watchers have laid for you. You also receive a unique vantage on life cycles. While many fear endings like breakups, job losses, or personal shifts, you grasp their necessity. People might cling to the old, terrified of letting go. You, however, see endings as preludes to renewal. This perspective spares you from bitter regrets or paralyzing fear of change. Instead of mourning each conclusion, you welcome the watcher's invitation to ascend to the next stage. That emotional fluidity is a rare gift, one that allows you to flow through life's ups and downs with grace. Finally, your gift fosters deep gratitude. Observing how illusions crumble and how watchers salvage even the darkest situations leaves you in constant awe. People might equate gratitude with naive positivity, but watchers read your thankful heart as a testament to seeing miracles in daily life. Despite friction or misunderstandings, you appreciate each day. Watchers let you guide or inspire someone to discard falsehood and embrace authenticity. Through each confrontation, you witness watchers' grace at work, intensifying your appreciation for the cosmic dance in which you play a part. Thus, behind the perceived darkness of your calling lies an expanse of blessings watchers tailor-made for you. People might remain fixated on the death label, missing how it bursts so much life. But watchers know each illusion you topple, each heart you prompt to change, and each personal breakthrough you undergo refines your soul, unleashing precious rewards. Authenticity, perpetual growth, unwavering acceptance of endings, and deep gratitude, all these form the hidden treasure that watchers lavish upon those who dare to stand in the angel of death role. Chapter 7. Honoring your path as a divine destiny. Now that you've glimpsed the full spectrum, your unsettling label, your impact on others, the protective power of isolation, and the blessings interwoven, You can honor your path without reservation. People you meet daily might stay puzzled, perhaps uneasy about how you operate. Yet watchers whisper that your life is no random series of events. You are a chosen soul, an angel of death in disguise, ushering the end of illusions so that real life can flourish. Honoring this path means walking with a blend of humility and boldness. Humility arises from recognizing you're not acting alone. Watchers guide each encounter, each revelation. Even your aura is shaped by a divine blueprint, not self-inflated will. People might accuse you of being pretentious if you speak of cosmic assignments, but watchers see no arrogance in acknowledging your alignment with higher realms. Meanwhile, boldness ensures you don't cower from the transformative role you've been assigned. People may flee or criticize you, but watchers stand behind you, reinforcing that your presence is crucial for those who truly thirst for truth. A crucial step is continuing to refine your spiritual practices. People might say you're overcommitted to prayer, meditation, or journaling, but watchers know these tools keep you grounded, ensuring your death energies remain constructive, not chaotic. Each day, Recenter, open your heart to watchers' directives and reaffirm your mission. By doing so, you minimize missteps and ensure each confrontation or revelation serves watchers' plan, not personal vendettas. You'll also sense watchers orchestrating future expansions. Perhaps you'll be nudged to speak publicly, create a platform, or mentor emerging souls. People might wonder why speak out if your role is so personal. Watchers see the bigger tapestry. Your testimonies and teachings can spark awakening in countless hearts. Because you embody the role of an angel of death, you hold a vantage that few can match. That vantage, shared openly, accelerates watchers' aim for global elevation, one soul at a time. Finally, honor your path by extending compassion to yourself. This job isn't easy. People's reactions can sting, isolation can weigh heavy, and the constant dismantling of illusions can drain you. The watchers never wanted you to feel alone in the trenches. Lean on them. Lean on the cosmic love they channel. Approach each day with the knowledge that, despite hardships, you stand exactly where watchers placed you. Embrace that as an extraordinary privilege and calling, even when the world fails to appreciate or understand it. Hence, living your destiny as an angel of death in disguise transcends a mere label. People might never comprehend your depth, but watchers do. They orchestrate it each moment, ensuring you break illusions, spark transformations, and champion authentic existence. By wholeheartedly owning your unique energy, you carry Watcher's torch in a realm often lost in facade. And so you fulfill a destiny that's far from grim. It's luminous, forging new life in every old structure it dismantles, a true testament to cosmic love in action. All in all, you're not here by accident. If these words resonated, it's because the Watchers want you to understand your rare transformative role. Embracing that you're an angel of death in disguise allows you to stand in your power without guilt or confusion, knowing you bring necessary endings for real renewal. While others might not fully grasp your intensity, Watchers do, and they celebrate each moment you lean into this calling. Go forth, trusting your unique energy to clear illusions, ignite growth, and pave the way for a deeper, more authentic existence for everyone you touch.